I'd been investigating the murder of Henry Lambert. The 48-year-old manufacturing plant worker appeared to have been shot once in the head. His right temple had burns and marks from gunpowder, but there was no bullet hole in his head. Henry's brain had suffered hemorrhaging from a single blunt force trauma wound to the right temple. Shards of his skull had entered his brain, which caused the hemorrhaging. The last person to see Henry alive was his friend Jesse St. Clair. Jesse was a film buff, an amateur filmmaker. Jesse told me that on the last day Henry was alive, they hung out, and then Jesse left at the end of the football game. After I interviewed Jesse, I got a phone call from the coroner. She had figured out what had been used to kill Henry. She explained that someone had held a gun to his head and shot him with a blank cartridge, like the ones used in television shows and movies. Blanks have gunpowder, but instead of having a projectile, there is a wad that is usually made of paper, plastic, or wood to keep the gunpowder in the casing. Even though there is no projectile, blanks are extremely dangerous at close range because the wad comes out of the barrel with lethal force. Several people have been killed and seriously injured with blanks. The most famous case happened in 1984. An actor named John Eric Hexum thought blanks were harmless. One day while Hexum was on the set of a TV show he was starring in, he decided to play Russian roulette with a prop gun and a blank cartridge. Tragically, the 26-year-old actor was killed when the paper wad cracked his skull. Pieces of his skull then entered his brain, which caused hemorrhaging. At Jesse St. Clair's home, I was looking around, and I noticed some blank cartridges on his desk with his movie-making equipment. Now, owning blanks didn't make him guilty, but it did make me suspicious. I went and interviewed Jesse, and I pressed him. He admitted he had accidentally killed his friend, Henry. He said he had a hidden camera set up in Henry's home. The plan was to scare Henry with a fake home invasion. Jesse said that he put on a mask and got into Henry's house. Jesse held the gun, a .44 caliber Magnum, less than an inch from his friend's temple, and then he pulled the trigger. Jesse had no idea the blank would have killed his friend. He was simply trying to make a prank video for his YouTube channel. To prove he was telling the truth, Jesse showed me the video he had recorded. After watching the video, I arrested Jesse and told the district attorney to charge him with manslaughter. It was one of the few times that I hoped the killer wouldn't get too harsh of a sentence. I know Jesse will have to live with the guilt of killing his friend for the rest of his life.